Alright guys, it's time to talk about Kadena once again on the channel. Now the last time we talked about Kadena was only about 5 days ago, and it was really nothing to kind of celebrate because you can see we do have this trend line that goes back to the beginning of February where most trend lines begin for most cryptos, guys. And at that point we hadn't broken it, so it did actually take a couple more days. We did try on the 20th of April, we tried on the 21st of April, and finally, guys, on the 22nd of April, which is actually a little bit later than most cryptos, most broke through on the 21st, really. And yeah, we are getting about a 5% move today. But yeah, we do have several days in a row with green candles. We're sitting about 52 cents. Now, we do need to get above about, let's just say 53 cents. Let's round it up here. And to be a little bit more conservative, we do need to break this area where we have been basically for a little bit more than a month and a half. So we are almost there, guys. That is a good sign. Now, after that, I think the area we really need to break is about, let's say 61 cents. We'll round it up again. And then we've taken out a trading range that we've been in for about almost 3 months now. So we still have a lot of work to do with Kadena. I do want to check the RSI here real quick. Let's do that, guys. Now, on the daily, it is actually overbought here on the Stoke. It is flirting with being overbought on the RSI on the daily, so not so good on the daily time frame. Let's look at the weekly now. Weekly is actually just coming out of oversold territory, so that is actually okay. Still has a lot of room, to grow. It is just slightly pointed to the upside on the RSI. So again, very low, so that is fine. Let's look at the monthly time frame real quick. Now, monthly looks like it wants to start turning back up. Now, this is a very slow indicator because it's monthly time frame. So the RSI basically is flirting with being oversold. So that is okay. It still has a long way it can run too. Also, I just want to point this out while we look at this. It is getting a bullish engulfing candle on the monthly time frame as well from the previous month. So if we can close this candle like this, that would be good. That would show a little bit more bullishness if we can, bullish engulf this candle. Now, lower time frames, guys, on the 4-hour time frame, a little bit overbought here with the RSI, and it's getting into the overbought territory on the Stoke. 1-hour time frame, it's actually flirting with being overbought here on the Stoke, and it's still in neutral territory with the RSI, kind of going sideways though. So it could easily, go into the overbought territory very quickly. Now, 15-minute time frame actually is very oversold at the moment, so that's actually okay. Kind of in the middle with the RSI. So it's just going sideways. And yeah, what I take from this, guys, is basically I think this could move more sideways for a little bit longer. But on longer time frames, not too bad. So I think Kadena is due to make a move. I do believe it will get to 67 cents. When? Hard to say. Depends on macroeconomics, depends on Trump, depends on tariffs. We have to see. We're getting kind of a little bit of a pullback now, but Kadena is actually holding pretty strong. Taking another quick look at this on a 4-hour time frame, guys, you can see that we are starting to make some higher lows here. Let me just mark these off real quick so you can see. So yeah, this is actually looking okay. If we can just continue this trend, that would be excellent. Also, if we take a look at the MEXC, guys, I just want to show you that this can actually run pretty high. It can run up to almost 0.3 here. And you can see this is just above basically neutral territory. Now, most things the other day were like 0.00, like 3 or 7 minus, or basically it was just under 0. Now this is slightly above 0, but only at 0.01. So it can run a really long way, guys. So yeah, let me zoom into the history back here. Yeah, you can see actually it started up here at 0.36. Now that was in the very beginning. Might not get that ever again. But I mean, look at this big dip here back in May of 2022. That's crazy. So that was almost what, 0.89. Wow. So anyways, this can run fairly high. It just got up to 0.3 basically in December. So, and then you do have a couple of peaks down here at about what, 0.19, let's say. So yeah, I think this is due to make a pretty strong run here. Now, if we take a quick look at the tokenomics of Kadena, guys, it actually has about 313 million circulating supply. That's not that much, guys. So really, a lot of people think Kadena is dead. It has 1 billion max supply here. If it was dead, guys, I think we would have already run through this max supply. They would have tried to, sell it all. But yeah, and we would be much, much lower than 52 cents at the moment. So, in my opinion, am I worried? Now, I do have, about half lost from my Kadena, and my average is about $1.07. However, I'm not that worried, guys. I do think Kadena will come back strong. However, will it make it back to its all-time high? I don't know. It's almost up at $28, guys. You have a 98% discount. And anything that is really down here, like 98, 95% discount still, I just don't know if it's going to make it to its all-time high. Now, where can we go? What does the Fibonacci say here? Now, I've zoomed out here a little bit. Now, the top actually of the Fibonacci is up here at about $31.50. I'm not sure. I don't actually put the Fibonacci at the, what was it, the $27 peak or whatever, because the chart only has back when it was about $9.50. So yeah, the full history is not here on the Binance chart, unfortunately. So yeah, honestly, I don't think it's going to probably make it back that far. It may make it to about $12 or $15, I think. But crypto tends to surprise people, guys. So who knows, honestly, where this could go. They have to be a little bit active on their X, probably. They have to show people they're still, doing things at Kadena. And we're not seeing a lot, I think, from Kadena at the moment. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is actually having a little bit of a pullback today. We're at $92,500. And people are selling and they're scared. And, my portfolio has gone down probably about $1,000–$1,500. But am I worried again, guys? Not really. There is no reason to panic at the moment. We did get pretty much a rejection here at 93,600, where you see this green line, guys. Now, if I zoom in, it looks like we did close the candle above that line. But as I always tell people, guys, these lines aren't perfect. So maybe if I readjust it, maybe the line could be somewhere about here and we got rejected. That's probably more likely. Now, am I going to readjust it? No, I'm just going to leave it, guys. Maybe by the end of the day, we see this as one big wick. So, yeah, we just have to see if that, ends up being support. Now, I have readjusted the Ethereum flag here, this little channel, a little bit. So, I think it fits a little bit better now. It does look like we did get a rejection yesterday at the top of the flag here. And we did get a rejection basically on the 1795 resistance. So we're seeing a little bit of a pullback. Maybe we're doing a retest of the top of the Fibonacci. So we just have to be patient and see where this ends up today. Now, the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, guys, getting also a little bit of a pullback, but we are still over $1 trillion. That is okay. We're sitting at 1.01. We got a rejection yesterday at 1.05 basically. So let's see what happens. We need some news basically to propel us again, I think. Now, dominance, it is finding support up here at the cycle high. So it now has closed 3 candles above this line. Not great. But if we look at the weekly time frame, we still have, 3 days, 14 hours. And this could end up falling under this line. So the longer the time frame, the candle, the better and more reliable. So keep that in mind. So let's just see where this ends up from Sunday to Monday night this week. Now the dollar is getting a rejection at 99.74. Let's see if 99.17 will hold it up once again like yesterday. Liquidations, guys, fairly low, 327 million at the moment. Yesterday, it was about double. Now, taking a look at the fear and greed, guys, today is a 63, so we have cooled down. That is actually good in my opinion. We don't want to get too greedy too fast. Altcoin season index, still a 20, so basically it's Bitcoin season. Bull market peak indicators, guys, I sound like a broken record. 0 from 30, still 100% hold, so that is good. Pi cycle top indicator looks like it might be starting to curve back towards each other. So let's see, it's a very slow indicator. It's kind of hard to say. Now, today, on the economic calendar, we do have jobless claims and durable goods orders. So keep your eye on that. We also have one member speaking later today as well. MEXC, guys, today is negative sentiment so far, but the day has really just, started in the USA. So most of the, news articles on MEXC come from the USA, and so you get a lot more, news basically affecting these numbers, in our afternoon basically here in Europe. Now, if you want this MEXC program, guys, I would actually recommend it. There's a lot of good indicators there. It's much more than just measuring these news, like you can see 0.14, which is actually very big news. Something small would be like 0.0275. So I recommend it. Check it out for yourself. If you want to get a membership of my channel, guys, it's only $2. I forward all of these articles which really affect Bitcoin into the Telegram so you know what's going on all the time. Now, as for the FedWatch tools, guys, it looks like 94% believe we're not getting a cut compared to only 6%, but this can change, pretty rapidly, and I do believe it will change, in the next week or so. There's still, less than 2 weeks, but still a lot of time, guys. There's still a lot of economic data that's going to come out soon. For example, PCE, that's coming out. We do have non-farm payrolls as well, I think, next week. So anything can happen. These numbers can really flip, guys. Crypto bubbles today, looking, not too bad. I think this is on the week time frame. Yeah, this is the week. The day, actually not so good. But the last hour, this is more green. So let's see where we end up later today. Now, if you want to stake your Kadena, go to Coinondo, guys. And there is actually only 3 deals, but I think I have mine in Bybit, honestly. So yeah, I might, send it out to Binance if it makes sense. If it's cheap actually to send it, why not? But yeah, just have to, go and look myself. Now, if you like this video, guys, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, become a member of the channel only for $2, guys. It really helps me out. I'll put you in the Telegram. There's also a few more benefits as well. And make sure you check out some of the deals in the description for some of the exchanges that I have a partnership with, guys. And yeah, thank you so much.